Okay, I'm ready to talk about the new rule that's coming out. What's up, Wolverines? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Crump, and this is John Crump News, where we discuss 2A every day. Today, we are brought to you by our friends over at Gideon Optic. Gideon Optic has premium optics at an affordable price. So don't spend your money on high-priced optics where you get nothing extra when you can pick up a Gideon and get the same quality. Gideon optics are for pistols, and they also have a optic that is coming out that is a prism optic, and I cannot wait. I also run a mediator on my AP5 and also my MCK, and those are great optics as well. They're like mini EOTechs. So go ahead and check out GideonOptics.com or click the link in the description. Also, if you go to Crumpy.com, I have a contest running on there. So just go there, you can enter, and you can win something really, really cool. I'm not going to say what it is, but it is up there. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And now that we got everything out of the way here, we can go ahead and jump into today's story, which is the rule that will be coming out. I will have an article coming out on MLN News that's going to go more into depth, but this video should whet your appetite for that article, and it will give you some information that has not been released yet. Okay, so what's going on? The Biden administration is going to instruct the Department of Justice and the ATF to come up with a new rule dealing with the selling of firearms. Basically, if you sell a firearm for $1 more than what you paid for it, you need to get an FFL. This is an idea floated by Everytown for Gun Safety to actually close the loophole, which there's no loophole, but they call it a loophole anyway. What they are trying to do is to get universal background checks because the value of guns keeps on going up. What the ATF is going to claim is that Congress delegated them this power through the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, which a lot of Republicans voted for. So that was a bad piece of legislation, and it passed, but it shouldn't have passed, and now we are seeing why it shouldn't pass, because the ATF is going to present this new rule. We are expecting this new rule to come out by the end of the year. They are already working on it, and it's basically going to try to cut off the legs of private sales. They are also going to target marketplaces like Arms Lift and other people like that. So watch out for that as well. The new rule, like I said, is expected by the end of the year. There will be a comment period, and by September-ish of 2024, the rule will be in effect. Basically, we're going to have to do a bunch of comments, and I'm not sure how much effect that will have. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't leave those comments, even if it doesn't stop the rule. Those comments can be used in the court cases that will be filed by every gun rights organization in the country once the rule goes into effect. So you still need to leave those comments. Also, it sends a message to people in Congress, especially those Republicans that claim to be pro-gun but yet voted for the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. Speaking of the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, let's go ahead and talk about why they are referencing that. Basically, they have a history of losing every case recently, they being the ATF, the Justice Department, and the Biden administration. And they've been losing on violations of the APA. So one of the things that they are going to try to do is say that Congress delegated them the power to make this rule through the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act to try to head off any lawsuits. I do not think it will work, and I think Texas will be ground zero for all the cases suing the Biden administration, the DOJ, and the ATF. Like I said, this has been pushed by Everytown for Gun Safety, and it shows that Biden is an Everytown shill, and he is suckling from the monetary teat of Michael Bloomberg. One of the questions that I keep on getting asked is what will happen if you inherit a firearm or you get one as a gift or something to that extent where you don't actually pay any money for it. If you sell it for any amount of money, do you have to get an FFL under the new rule? I believe that there will be an exception for those cases, but there might not be. A lot of stuff can change between now and when the rule is unveiled and when the rule actually goes into effect. So it is nothing to panic over quite yet, but we should acknowledge that it is coming and prepare for it any way that we can. If you have any information that I am missing or any information on the rule, you can always contact me. My contact information is below. So just send me an email with what you know and your proof, documents, or whatever, and I will get them up. All right, guys, if you're going to be at XCal this weekend, there is a huge event going on. There is a range day sponsored by the Guns Out Crew, GOA, and a few other places, and I will be there on Saturday from 9 a.m. to about 5 p.m. It is at XCal out in Ashburn, Virginia. It is a really cool range. It's a range like you have never seen before. So come by and say hi. I might have some swag. I probably will. And you can pick up some stuff for free. All right, guys, that is it. So stay ever vigilant, stay ever free. Look for my article on MLN.com, and I am out of here. Wolverines, motherfucker.